Hey, hello, good morning. Can you confirm audible or not? So yesterday where we stopped, yesterday what we discussed, the yesterday session. Anyone? So yesterday session, okay, how to install pandas. Okay, how to install pandas. Okay, the next one is like why we go for, okay, why we go for pandas, why we go for pandas. The next one is like data data loading data loading. The next one is like data preparation. The next one is like what is series. Okay, next, what is data frame, what is data frame. We think these things we discussed or not. So the next one is like, okay, once my data preparation is done, we have to do data manipulation and data analysis. These things we need to discuss. Okay, the next one is like you can plot the data also. Data, you can plot it. Okay, so how to install Pandas? If you want to work with Pandas, Pandas is like a open source module. Okay, if you want to work with Pandas, first of all, in your mission, Pandas should install. That is like directly in your vision or your virtual environment, you can install the Pandas. You install Pandas. Okay, it is like a open source module. In this module there has some multiple module contains what variables, okay, variables, methods, okay, that means classes, functions, right? The module contains these things. Module contains these things. The next one is like why we go for pandas, why this module we are going to use means for data analysis. If you have a data, you need to, if you want to analyze the data, then the time this is like a very rich library. Okay, this is like very rich module which contains multiple predefined methods over there. That the reason, okay, if you take like list or dictionary or something, we can maintain the data, but there has a limited number of methods we have. But here the huge number of methods, how you want to analyze, you can analyze it. So why we go for pandas means your answer is like for data analysis purpose we are going to use this model. Analysis, data analysis purpose we are going to use this model. So if you want to analyze the data, first of all data is required, right? The data in multiple places. Okay, that means my data has okay, you have to take the data from different sources. One is like my data inside the file, I can take it. The next one is like my data inside the web, I can take it. Another one is like my data inside the database also, I can take it or not. Once you have the data, that is like sometimes formatted data, sometimes like if it is a web, it is like a normal text, it is not like a correct format. Okay, so once you have the data, that data you have to prepare, right? Okay, in one formatted way or not. So in pandas, if your that data is like a single dimensional, then the time the data format you can convert like a series. If my data is like a multi-dimensional, it's like rows and columns, then the time my data is like what? Okay, my data is like what? Come on, my data, they frame like a rows and columns means it's like a data frame. So series, the type, which is like inside the pandas module, my series is like which type, it's like a class type. And this one is like which type, it is like a class type. Data frame also, it's like a class type only. Okay, so series is nothing but one dimensional. It's nothing but it looks like this. Data frame is nothing but it's like a, okay, rows and columns. Now see this, it is like a matrix format, two dimensional or not. So multiple series is here. If you see this one, this is one series, this is one series, multiple series we can say like a data frame. So here, okay, series is like a single dimensional, multiple series we can say like a data frames, multiple data frames we can say like what, panel. Multiple data frames we can say like a panel. So yesterday we discussed up to here. So let me open our workspace folder, and yesterday we used like an editor is like what, which editor we used yesterday? We used notebook, right? Jupyter notebook we used. So that here you can open our notebook. You can open our notebook. How we can open? Hyphen M notebook. Okay, if the notebook is not available, you can install the notebook. How we can install? Py hyphen M pip install notebook. Notebook is like one module. It's like a kind of editor. Okay, Jupyter notebook. Notebook. Okay. Now, yesterday's one, this is the one, right? You can open this. You can open this. See, yesterday what we did. First, you check for the pandas. Pandas is not available. No module named pandas. Then what we did? Pip install pandas. We install the pandas. Once you installed, then the time my pandas is like working as expected. My pandas type is like a module. In this module, there has classes are there. There has methods are there. Okay, the class is nothing but methods and variables. We have functions are there. Variables are there. Once you have that one, okay, you can see the type. Okay, you can see there is these many things are there, right? So one is like we talked about the series, another one is like we talked about the data frame. So my series is like which type? It's like a class. My data frame also which type? It's like a class only or not. So in the series, okay, it is always plot the data in like which format. It's like a one-dimensional format or not. It's like a one-dimensional format. In the series, these many methods are there. Our main focus is like data frame. We can. Okay. The next one is like, okay, if you come here, okay, data frame. There is multiple players we have. Okay, we converted like a data frame. This is one way of formatting the data in the data frame. Another one is like, now see, if my data is looks like this, my data frame is like this. My data frame is like this. If my data format is like this, it's like a dictionary key and value. Then the time my data format is looks like this. Okay, another way also you can do it. List of lists, dictionary you can, and list of dictionaries also you can. Now, whenever my data format is like list of dictionaries, okay, now my name runs is like a column. So Sachin and the 20,000 is like values like that. So this is the way we can. The next one is like, I want to take the data from my, okay, file, from my file. If you want to take the data from the file, okay, how we can read the data from the file? Okay, we have, okay, now say this. Once you check this one, okay, data frame you created, okay, read underscore csv. I want to read the data from this particular file. Once you read the data from this particular file, you can see this much data we have. We have this much data. This much data we have. So this is the way you can take the data from the file. Not only csv file, we can take it from excel, you can take it from json, you can take it from, okay, tab separated files like this, tab separated tsv files, tab separated value files like that. So one way is like you can get the data from the file. Another one is like take the data from the database also. If you want to take the data from the database, there is one module is there, pymongo. By default, pymongo is not available. By default, pymongo is not available. So first of all, you need to install that pymongo or not. So how we can install it? See, pip install pymongo is the one. Once you install the pymongo, you need to connect with the Mongo server. Okay, in this Mongo, see this is my database URL. In the Mongo server, we have one database is like HMS. In the database, there has one collection is there houses. In the collection, we have to take the data. So collection dot find all the documents. Now, once you see this one, these are the documents inside where? Inside my database or not. So all the database documents you can take it. The next one is like read the data from the web. So this is my web URL. From the data, okay, from that particular web, I want to read the data by using which method? Read underscore HTML. This is not inside the data frame, this is inside the pandas only. So once you take the data, it gives some error. Okay, read HTML. It is asking for install one library, that is like LXML. Just you can install this library. Once you installed, now see this, once you installed, now you can read the data from the web. See, the formatted data is like this or not. It is like one table. This is like one more table. This is like one more table. It's like a multiple tables, multiple data frames. Multiple data frames, we can say like what? It's like a, okay, panel. Multiple data frames, we can say like a panel. So up to here, yesterday we completed. Okay, so today just we can analyze the data. So let's go with the new pad. Okay, so just you can check the kernel, select it. Okay, untitled pandas, pandas day. Okay, done. Now, first you can take the data. First you can take the data. Already in my folder, we have the data. Already in my folder, we have the data in one of the CSV file. Now, if you observe the workshop folder, we have one CSV file, house prices is the one. So you can read the data from that particular file first. So how we can read the data from that particular file? First, to import the pandas. Import pandas as speed. Okay, what is this PD? It's like an alias name. You can give any name, but frequently, okay, user friendly name is like a PD. Okay, so my pandas already there. From this, okay, I want to take the data frame. I want to take the data frame. So you can create the data frame. Yes. Once you created the data frame, now you can read the data from the CSV file. So df1 dot read underscore CSV. The file name is like what? House underscore price dot CSV. Price dot CSV. House underscore price dot CSV. Now it gives me what? Some data. It gives me some data. Now it gives some error. What is that one? Data frame. Data frame has no attribute reader. Now read underscore CSV. Okay, see this? Okay, has no attribute reader underscore CSV. No problem. Now what we can do? Just dir of df1. That dir of df1. Now if you observe, okay, read methods, you can see there is multiple read methods somewhere, you can find it. There is multiple read methods, you can find it. From there you can get. Did you find any read underscore CSV file? Check it. It is the read methods. dir of the PD. dir of PD. Now see the read methods. How the read methods inside where? Inside where? Inside my pandas, not the data frame. So that slide change we have to do it. What is that change? Okay, my data equals to PD dot read underscore CSV of what? Okay, house prices dot CSV or not. You have to read the data first. Okay, once you read the data, once you read the data, that the data you have to format it into data frame. So you can create an object for data frame. Data frame. Okay, now you can give it. Now it gives me what? Data frame. Now once you have the data, that data you have to format it. Once you have the data, once you fetch the data, that data you have to format it or not. Now see the steps. Okay, that means once you get the data from here, you have to prepare the data in the series or data frame format or not. Now if you see, this is the data or not. Now see, this one is my data, this one is my data. Now I want to analyze this data. Now I want to analyze this data. Now in this data frame, how many rows and how many columns are there? Now see, df dot shape is the property. Whenever you see this one, it returns me the tuple 1,87,531 rows are there. There has 21 columns we have. There has 21 columns we have. If you want okay, some information, df.info is the method. Df.info is the method. Df.info is the property or method. Can you check it? Okay, now it gives me some information about all the columns and everything or not. What is the type of the column? Okay, all these things you can get some more information about the table or not. Now, how many columns you have? These many columns. If you want the particular all the columns list, df dot columns, df dot columns. Now, if you observe here, okay. Now, df dot columns, df dot columns. Can you read it? Okay, what is this error? It means what? Object is not callable means you are calling, but that is not a function or not. So my column is not a function. If it is not a function, it may be a variable. Now you can check. Now see this, it's a variable or not. So that it gives me what? It gives me what? All columns list or not. It gives me all the columns list or not. Now, if particular column data, if you want, okay, for example, first five records, okay, you want, or last five records, if you want, we have the methods called as df dot head is the one, df dot head. Okay, now see, you can see df dot head, it's like normal, okay, function only, bound method. Now I want df dot head, okay, it's like a function, it's like a function. So whenever you call this function, now you can see 0 1 2 3 4. That means first five records you can get it or not. Okay, head is nothing but it is always gives me the first five records. Now same like this, last five records if you want, tail is the one. Last five records if you want to, tail is the one. See, df dot tail, df dot tail is the one. Last five records if you want, tail is the method. Now a particular number of records if you want, for example, okay, df dot, okay, df dot head, okay, first two records only if you want, not five. See, you can get like two records. For example, if you want first 12 records, now you can go with the first 12 records or not. Okay, now the next one is like df dot tail, tail. Okay, now last two records if you want, now you can do like last two records. Now last 20 records if you want, you can get it. Okay, particular first or last, in between if you want, then the time we are going to use one more way. Okay, that one we'll discuss. Understood everyone? Now, a particular column details if you want, for example, okay, I want the location. I want the location. So df of, okay, location, df of location. Now see, df of location. Now this is the location or not. This is the location. One column only you can get it. Now tell me, one column is which type? In pandas, one column is which type? Only one column is there. One column is there. That is which type? It's a series or not? Now see this. I already told, right? See here. Only one column is there. That is what? Series. Okay, multiple columns are there. Each and every column has some data means. Okay, we have the multiple columns and multiple rows also. If you have multiple columns and rows, that is like nothing but data frame. Data frame. Series is nothing but only one column. So here also, if you observe, it's like only one column only or not. Yes or no? Okay, this is one way. Another one is like df dot location. Df dot location. Now see this df dot location. Either by using the square bracket notation, we can access that particular. We can access that particular column. By using dot notation also we can access that particular column or not. Understood everyone? So for good, this is the way you can retrieve a particular column data or not. You can retrieve the particular column data or not. Okay, you understand? So for good,
Yes, sir.
for example, two columns I want, not only one column. I want like two columns. Okay, I want okay two first five records, two columns only I want. First five records, two columns only I want. First five records means what? First five records means how we can get it? Head, right?
Using
Head.
head.
Okay, so you can get like a five records. Okay, among those five records, okay, how many columns you want? How many columns you want?
Two columns.
Okay, for example, location if you want. So if you want like a location, say first five records location only you can get it or not. But my requirement is like not only location, I want okay another one also. I want another one also. Okay, the location and okay, what is this one? Price also you can take location and price. Location and price also you can take it. Location and price. Okay, this price column is not there. Price column is not there. So what is the column name? What is the column name? This is the column, right? This whole thing is like a column. Now, can you come here? Okay, can you add that name here? Can we add that name here? Now, if you run this one, okay, now see this, there has two columns, you can get it or not. Okay, first five records is this one. First five records is this one. Okay, and then the location, okay, and the price, you can get it or price, you can get it or not. Yes or no? This is the way you can get like what? This is the way you can get like multiple columns or not. Understood? So for good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you want to, okay, the next one is like multiple columns over there, okay, multiple rows over there, right? Okay, based on your requirement, for example, if you want to add one column, if you want to add one column, or if you want to rename one column, or if you want to delete one column, that kind of operations also we can perform or not. That's all. Okay, now the column names if you want to change or the column if you want to delete it, okay, or one row if you want to delete it, if you want to delete one row or if you want to delete one column. So how we can delete one row and how we can delete one column means in this df, okay, in this data frame, for example, okay, these many columns we have, right? These many columns, okay, df dot head only can take it always. Okay, these many records not required. Df dot head, df dot head, if I take it, okay, these are the ones. For example, if you don't want the title, for example, if you don't want the title, so how we can df dot, okay, head dot drop is there, drop, okay, df dot head drop. Okay, which column you want me to drop? Which column you want me to drop? Come on, title, right? Title I want to drop it. Now if you come here, okay, it gives some error and this is expecting, okay, one more parameter. What is that parameter? You know, axis. Axis is nothing but what? Okay, it is like a horizontal. Okay, it's like okay, it is like vertical. It is like a, okay, horizontal or not. Vertical is nothing but what? Vertical is nothing but what? Columns, right?
Columns.
Right? Horizontal is nothing but rows or not. So
Rows.
axis you have to mention. Axis you have to mention. Now, whenever if you write the axis is equals to 0, Whenever you write like the axis is equals to 0, okay, it gives some error. Okay, axis equals to 1. Now if you come here, okay, what happened here? The title, the drop specified labels, rows, columns. Can I write like columns? Columns. Which column you want me to? This is the one, right? Invalid syntax. Columns is equals to right. Columns equals to right. Okay, here what happened? Labels. Okay, drop labels of columns. How many columns you want me to? Okay, the axis is like columns or rows. Okay, just you can check it. The axis is this one. Okay, axis is like one only. Okay, just I want to remove one column. Okay, simply you can write like a. Can I use this?
So they are using super dot drop like that in below
Super dot
messages.
drop, huh? Super dot drop. Why super dot? Is that error? Read properly. Index label none labels. Okay. Data frame dot drop is the method. Data frame dot drop is the method. Drop is like which type, step by step you can go. Drop is like a method. It's like a method. You can call it. You can call it. Need to specify at least one of the labels or indexes or columns you need to specify. So at least one of this one index labels columns. So where can I go with the columns? Columns. Okay. Now on it. Now all are okay. The next one is like which column T I T L E title is the one. Now if you come here, okay, there is that. Now if you come here, my title is like dropped or not. That's all. Okay, drop columns title. Okay, as well as just I want to, okay, remove description also. dsc uh, description also. Just if you want to delete the description. Okay, description. uh,
Double
description
quotes miss, sir.
is literal missing, right? Now if you come here, now you can see it is like remove description also. Yes, sir. From here, can I take like first five? From here, can I take like first five? Yes, or no? Okay, you are able to delete it or not. This is the way. Okay, if you want to remove some columns from this particular data frame, you can remove it. While analyzing, I don't want these columns like this. I want only these columns. Okay, based on your requirement. Okay, if you want only title and description, then if you want only the title and description, come on, df of what is that? Df of multiple, right? One is like what? Title. Title. Another one is like what?
Description.
Description or not. One is like title, another one is like description or not. Then the time only title and description you can get it or not. Only title and description you can get it. Okay. The next one is like what? Okay, if you want to delete that one, you can delete it. But this time, I want to only, okay, delete some rows. I want to delete some rows. So this is my DF. Okay, how many rows you have? 187,531 rows I have. 181,531 rows I have. Okay, just I want to delete, okay, rows. Okay, Which rows you want me to delete? One row to another row, how we can differentiate? By using row index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So here my df, okay, data frame, I want to drop, which rows I want to drop, okay. First row and the second row I want to drop it. First row and the second row I want to drop it. Whenever you written like this, okay, now see my 29, okay, here what you have, 31 or not? The first and second rows, two rows are like dropped or not? Yes or no? If it is like a column, you have to give the column, you can give the column. If it is like rows, just you can give the indexes, row indexes you can give it. Understood? Up to you. Okay. Okay, the next one is like sorting. Okay, the next one is like what? Sorting also we can do it. The next one is like sorting also we can do it. So you can sort, for example, DF. This is my data frame. Okay, this is my data frame. Just I want to sort the values based on the price in rupees. Just I want to sort the values based on the price in rupees. Now DF dot sort values underscore values based on what? Based on this column or not. Now if you come here, now see price, it's like 0 0 0. Okay, nan, okay, like this. That has multiples, you can find it. Okay, 0 is like starting one, these are like in between, there has some values you can find. Okay, if you want to check it, okay, sort the values. This is like my another data, in the data, one, I want to take head, okay, first 20 records. Okay, first 20 records. Now see here, first 20 records, okay, all are like see, it's like which order, small to big or not? It's like small to big or not? But if you want like big to small, if you want, now here data one, this is my df, right? Okay, data frame dot sort underscore values, on which column you want sort the value, sort the data. Price in
Price.
rupees, now you can mention there has one parameter is there, one parameter. What is it parameter? Ascending is equals to false, or ascending equals to true. Ascending is like false, means small to, ascending big to small is not, means small to big only or not, small to big only. Now where is that one? Okay, ascending. Okay, can I write like true here? Okay, true here. Okay, ascending true means small to big, no? Small to big, small to big. Okay, the next one is like here, ascending is like, okay, small to big. Ascending is like false, is nothing but descending, right? Descending is nothing but big to small or not, big to small. Now if you see here, down, down. Okay, see, big to small, you can get it out. So sort the values based on, what?
Price.
Based on your column data or not. Okay, for example, there is multiple columns if you want. Okay, multi columns if you want to sort it. Okay, so you can pass like a multi columns. So for example, if you come here, most students we can do the sort based on one, but if you want to pass multi column sort values, okay, here you can take like rice and uh, carpet area, rice and carpet area. Yes. Okay, now if you come here, The price and profit area. This is the way it is going to price and profit area. This is the way. Okay, see, and this one. Okay, 1252 square feet, and this is the one big to small. Okay, after that, okay, there is some different value 970, 920, like this is like sorted or not. Yes or no. Based on two columns, if you want to sort, you can sort those two columns. Okay, a single column or multi column, but most of the times we are going to sort the values based on what? Based on single columns only. But if you want multi columns, you can do that. You can do that. So up to you, okay?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
one quick info. So we are getting top and bottom values, right? Rows. So if we need in between also, we can get it.
yeah, we can get it. Okay, DF dot LOC is there. Okay, for example, 10, 20, something like this. So we will discuss that one. Okay, you can get like 10, 20 records only or not.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the 10th one. Okay, this is the
Yeah,
20. Okay, in between only you can get it. Start with the 10. Okay, ends with the 20.
20.
20. Okay,
Okay. Okay, sir.
so
Thank you.
like that you can get the data in between in the middle also. Okay, now I want to filter the data. Now I want to filter the data. Okay, for example, I want to filter the houses whose price is like greater than something like this. For example, if you want to write, so df, okay, data frame. Okay, here directly you can write, okay, which column. Okay, if you write like this, okay, in the df, which column? Okay, df
Uh,
of price in rupees, right? Price in rupees. Okay. So can you tell me here my DF dot price in rupees it gives me what? All the columns. All the columns. In this one, okay, whose is like greater than, okay, greater than this value. This value. Okay. Can you take it? Can you take it? Now, you observe here what happened. How many columns you can get it? Okay, 22629 columns you can get it. 22629 columns you can get it. Okay, for example, just I'm going to give like this much bigger number. Okay, now it should not give me any data or not. It should not give me any data or not. That's all.
yes, sir.
Okay, so you can write the condition based on your requirement. Based on your requirement, you can write the condition like this. There has 14 rows, you can get it right. Who's like greater than this? Okay, no? Okay, for example, if you want to write like multi conditions, sometimes we are going to write like multi conditions also, right? If, sometimes we are going to write like multi conditions also or not. Then the time how we can write multi conditions. Just I want to write like multi conditions, either and either or something like that. Hmm? How we can write it. So if you observe here, this is like one condition, right? This is like one condition or not? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Now you can write like your logical operator. Yeah. Okay. Here you can write one more. One more. What is that one? My location is like New Delhi, for example. My location is like New Delhi. So what you have to do? DF data frame. What is that? Location. Location. Okay. Is equals to what?
New
Is
Delhi.
equals to what? New Delhi, something like this, or New Delhi, something like this. Now, say this. Okay, whose is like the price, whose is like greater than this, and the location is like what? New Delhi. That one only can get it or not. Okay. Now, instead of and means both should satisfy, right? Okay, both conditions should satisfy. For example, if you want either greater than this one, either no delay, both if you want, then that time you can go with what? Or right, either this condition satisfied or this condition satisfied. Any one of this one is like fine. Then the time now see this. Either it is like greater than that, either it's like location is like New Delhi or not. Either it is like a New Delhi or not. That's all. Get my point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so based on your requirement, okay, you can based on your requirement, okay, you can write any number of conditions or not. That's all. Okay, okay, everyone. Any questions, anyone?
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
if you do any manipulation, it will be doing only that data frame objects only, right? Not in the file.
No, not in the file. Okay, one
Okay.
data frame only.
So
Because
from
the file is like just it's a source. It gives something
okay.
like raw data. So you have to prepare the data. Okay, convert into data frame. My data frame has multiple methods, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
file is like kind of source. That's it.
okay. So from database also, we are freely do these
Yes.
uh, mappings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
from the database, get the data, convert into data frame.
okay, sir.
Okay,
Got
once the data in the data frame format, that time you can use all these methods. These are all inside the data frame, not like file or something else.
it. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
so update. Okay, over. Any questions?
No, sir.
Hmm? So some mathematical calculations also you can do it. For example, data frame dot mean, if you take it mean. Okay, if you observe here, for each and every column, it's going to find like some mean values. You can get it. Let's take some time just to wait. You're done. Let's, let's take this much time. Okay, we can find first group by and then you can find the mean. Okay, now for example, I have this data frame. This one uploaded. So can you do one thing? Can you refresh the page once? Reload it. Once I reloaded, DF is available or not? And DF is behavior notebook. Can you take the new notebook? Okay. Okay, let's go. Can we get the data from the database? Can we get the data from the database and perform remaining operations? Okay, tell me. Yesterday we write that
Yeah.
take the data from the database, right? Tell me how we can take the database data
First
from
we
the
can
database.
first we can import the MongoDB.
First of all, okay, import PyMongo. PyMongo is there or not there? Check it. Yes, there, right?
Yes.
So from PyMongo, I
Mango
want to import Mongo client.
client.
I want to import Mongo client. Okay. Now my Mongo client is which type? My Mongo client is which type? My Mongo
Yes,
client is
class.
which type? It's like a class type. So can I create an object? Okay, first of all, if you want to connect with this, okay, can we get the URL? So how we can get the URL?
Uh, Once we log in the Mongo
Login.
Atlas
Okay, Django, edit connection, come here, confirm. Okay, this is the one, right? Okay, now can you come to this? This is the URL. This is the URL. Next, once it is done, next
we can create the server
you have to, okay, my Mongo client is the
client.
class, right? So can
Yes,
create an object for that particular class. Okay, you can create an
pass.
object for this particular
Yes,
class.
can
Give
pass
the
URL.
password, your
URL
URL. Okay, once you pass this URL, okay, from the server, what do you want me to take it? My database equals to, from the server, I want to take what? I want to take
DB name
HMS, right? My database, I want to take it. Okay, from the DB, I want to take which collection?
house.
Okay, houses, right? From the DB, which houses?
Yes,
Houses is the one, or this or this is what? Collection.
collections.
Once you have the collection, what do you want me to take it from the collection?
We have to collect the
Collection
documents
dot
using
find
Finder.
all the documents or not. So
Yes,
you can get the documents, right? DOCS. All the documents you can get. Okay, now these documents I have. Okay, these documents I have. Okay, you can iterate it. These documents I want to convert into data frame. So
import pandas.
from pandas, okay, import data frame. Okay, from pandas import data frame. Now you can create an object for what? Data frame. Uh, Already docs we have, right? So already we have the data. I want to format the data. So you can get like a data frame like this. Now, once you have the data frame, now you can check the data frame. Now this is the data or not. This data which is coming from where?
Database MongoDB.
This is coming from your MongoDB or not. Yes or no?
Yes,
Now, okay, my data, data I want to group. Okay, my df dot, okay, group by, what I can say, group by main road, for example, main road, group by main road. Now, what is it going to give? It returns me some value. Okay, so can you print that main road pandas group by? Okay, it gives me an object. It gives me some object. Can you take main some value? It gives me something. Okay, this mean it's going to apply on the numbers, right? So group by, okay, group by the main road. So it's supposed to give the main road based on the main road. It's supposed to be group, right? Data frame is this one, df dot group by df dot group by is like a bounded method. Okay, by based on what you want to do, which value you want to take by what is the name? Any name you can take it. Bad goods, for example. By bad goods, so is that by bad goods. Okay, it gives me pandas group by generic object. Okay, if it is like this, so can I write some data frame of this data? What is going to give? Can you check it? Now, group by based on the bedrooms. That is not right. Based on the data. It's like no yes, price area. First of all, the mean we have the price is there, right? Can you check for the mean? Okay. Um, df dot okay, price. Price. It gives me the price, right? All the prices. Dot mean, for example, now it should gives me like okay, a average value or not. Okay. Now I want a df dot okay, group group by okay. I want to group by uh, bedrooms. I want to group by bedrooms. Okay. Now it is going to give like some data frame group by bedrooms. Okay. I want to area. I want to take like area. Okay. Dot me. Just I perform some operation on this. Now see, based on the bedrooms, it's like group by. Okay, based on the bedrooms, if I group by, okay, how many bedrooms? It's like different. Okay, three bedrooms, 2 BHK, 4 BHK, like this, multiple different bedrooms like this. Okay, now that area you can okay find the mean, the bedroom. Okay, the area is nothing but this one, right? Okay, you can find it can find the mean. So group by it gives me some value. Okay, on top of that one you can perform some operation. On top of that one you can perform some operation.
So, sir, the value it will be for area, right?
Area, but grouping. Okay.
Yeah, group by bedrooms.
Yeah, group by bedrooms. Okay, once group by bedrooms, it's take the column area average. This is
Okay,
area average.
okay, sir.
Okay, like this.
If you need
Now,
area sum, how?
if you want all the area sum, huh? Okay,
Yeah,
you can
it's
see.
average, right?
It's an average. Is there any methods or like some is there some methods?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Is there any other like min and max minimum? So this minimum. Okay. In the one kind of bedroom, minimum is this one. Okay, like this.
Okay,
Maximum. Okay, maximum. Okay, maximum is something like this. These all are like the methods. These all are like different methods.
okay.
Okay. Clear, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one is like one property. We can say like a one parameter. That parameter we can say like a in place is the parameter in place. INPLS in place is the one. Now, for example, if you do any changes, that changes if you want to reflect in my original data frame. Okay, now for example, df dot, okay, drop. What do you want me to drop? For example, area I want to drop it. If you want to drop the area, columns that you have to pass. If you want to drop the area not found.
Column equal to.
Now, if you observe here, the area is like removed. Okay. Now, if you see the original data frame, if you see the original data frame, the original data frame area is there or not there? Okay, just it is removed here only. Okay, but the original data frame is not affected, or the original data frame is not affected. So, if you want to remove from the original data frame also, we have one argument is there. In place is the one. In place is like a true. For example, if I add it, okay, in place is like a true. If I add it, now if you come here, okay, this data frame, the area is like deleted or not. So by default, my in place is like what? By default, my in place is like false. By default, in place is like false. If it is like true, that particular value is like what? That particular changes, it's like affected or not. That's all. That particular changes are like affected. Okay, okay. Yes. The next one is like you can do slicing. You can do slicing. Okay. Row slicing, how we can do it? Row slicing. Row slicing. Okay, from here to here I want. Okay, here to here, rows, number of rows if you want. Okay, multiple ways. One is like by using head, we can do it. Another one is like what?
Tail
By
and
using
LOC.
tail, by using LOC also, or same like this. If you want to do like a column slicing. Okay, if you want to do like a columns slicing. Okay, so how we can do the column slicing means by using LOC only you can do it. By using LOC only you can do it. Now, for example, if I write like df dot LOC, okay, 1 comma 3. If I write like this, then what happened?
One,
Then
two,
what
three
happened?
rows.
Okay, first three rows you can get it or not. First three rows you can, okay, zero yet not. Okay, these three rows you can get it or not. One, two, three. We said like what? One, two, three, right? Starts with one. For example, if you write like this, from zero you can get it or not. From zero you can get it. Now, if I write like this, now if I write something like this, all the columns you can get it. Okay. Now, what happens? Where is that? This is the one row. Uh, Slicing is like rows. Okay, here just I want price. Okay, price only, for example. So, price. Okay, now you can get like three columns. Okay, that means three rows. So only price you can get it or not. Let me try. Okay, I want like bedrooms also. I want right bedrooms also. Bedrooms. Now can you check it? Now see here. Okay, first one is representing what? Your one. First one is like representing
Rows.
your rows. 0 to 4 rows you can get it. The second one, okay, in the LOC only represents what? Your columns are.
Columns.
Your columns are. So how many rows you want and how many columns you want, like this you can mention. Or okay.
Yes.
The next one is like, okay, if it is like a columns, okay, you can give like this. The next one is like bedrooms and basement I added. See, this time, okay, slide change, bedrooms and basement. Bedrooms and basement. Okay, it means what? Can anyone guess? Bedrooms and basement. See here, bedrooms are this one. Now see this. Now see, rows unique identity is what? Index. Rows unique identity is what? Index. Columns unique identity is what? Your column names, right? So here in the past, if you observe, okay, you taken like this. Okay, it means what? It means what? Bedrooms and basement only you can get it. But now, if I write like this, what it means, start with bedrooms, start with what? Bedrooms, ends with what? Basement or not.
Yes.
Start with bedrooms and ends with what? Basement or not. So, you can get starts with the bedrooms and ends with the basement or not. Like this, you can customize means, okay, which columns you want or which rows you want, like this you can customize or this or
Yes, sir.
they understood. So for anyone have any questions? So for anyone have any questions? Okay. Now, for example, this data, if you want to plot it. Okay, for example, this data, if you want to plot it, plot like what? Either line graph or okay, either bar chart, okay, either pie chart, like this, based on your requirement, if you want to plot it. Okay, then the time we can plot this data or not. That we can plot this data. For that, okay, we have one of the libraries there, matplot library. One of the libraries like what? Matplot library. Now, for example, okay, just you can plot something in this only. Now we have this is the one, right? This is my database. Okay, that means database data is this one. My database data is this one. So okay, here is the data we can do it, plot it. Okay, just take like first five plots. Okay, first five plots prices. First five plot prices. My df2 equals to first five plots. How we can get it? df dot hat is the one or df dot hat is the one. Now you have the first five plots. Okay, na? Now, among these first five plots, I want the prices. How we can get the prices? First five plots prices.
DF2.
DF of price.
DF2.
Okay, DF2 na? DF2 of price. DF2 of price. Okay. Now you have this data. If you convert this one into the list, what is going to give? It's convert into the list. It gives me the data like this, the prices. This one. It gives me the prices. Okay. Now these prices I want to plot it. Okay, for that, which library is there? Matplot library. So import matplot library. First of all, it is there or not there? Not there. If it is not there, what you have to do? Pip install
Stop.
matplot library. Just you can install the matplot library. Just you can install the matplot library. Okay. So once it is done, no? Okay. Now the matplot library should be there or not? Import matplot library. Import matplot library. Yes, there. Okay. From this one. Okay. From this matplot library, I want to import something like this. Okay. From matplot library, I want to import pipeline. Pipeline. Okay. I want to import pipeline to matplot library. Okay. Done. Now we have the data. We have the data. Just I want to plot this data. Where is the data? Prices, right? Prices. We have the prices. Now we have to plot this one or we have to plot this one. Okay. So in this pie plot, in this pie plot, okay. If you want like a bar graph, okay, we have histogram something like this. The name is related to. Now you can give some data. You can give the data. Now, okay, in the pie plot, it's much bigger.
So it's a prices, right?
Uh,
Not data. We are passing that data.
prices. Yeah, correct. You're right. Prices, right? Okay, here. Um, no, the X label and Y label also you can add it, or the X label and Y label you can add it. Now, if you come here. What is my X label and what is my Y label? PLT dot y plot. Okay, most of the times we are going to use like PLT dot X label. X label is like what? X label is what? Something like my Y label is like price right here. My Y label is like price. Okay. Y label is like price. Okay. Plots, for example. Now py plot dot y label is like price. It's like price. Okay. Now finally py plot dot show is the method. Now you can click on it. Now you can see the prices. Okay, why it is like they just had prices. Okay, here how many bins you want me to add? That's also can update. Bins equals to 10. Lots of price, but these many values, right? We have any more. But we supposed to be visible like three, right? Five, right? But it is like three only we have. So values 1.3 you can say. Next one is like three above you have. It's also not the right. Yeah.
I think prices in the x-axis.
No, no.
Number of
See,
plot.
this is the plot one, for example. This is the price. This is the plot two. This is the price. This is the plot three. This is the price. Like this or not? My data format also it should be like a list of dictionaries kind of, right? Okay. So let's check. Okay, matplot library, uh, bar chart, bar chart. Like this, right? Okay, plots require okay fruits and this one, right? For example, this one only you can take it. Now, if you come here, okay, let's plot this one. Now, if I go here, this is the one, right? So here, what is missing? Okay, plots are missing, right? So here, prices are there. How many plots? Okay, here is there any plot numbers we have? Plot names we have? No, right? Okay, so you can take like IDs. Okay, IDs you can take it. So here you can add one more. So my plot ID is equals to how we can get it df okay directly you are taking like prices list of prices. Now copy this here only I want to take it plot ids equals to ids equals to okay ids equals to list of df2 id id underscore id underscore id underscore id. You can get like prices and plot IDs. You can get it. Prices, plot IDs. Okay, now once it is done, okay, plot.bar, plot.bar. So by plot.bar, okay, what you want me to add? Your plot IDs, comma, your prices or not. IDs, comma, your prices. Now if you come here, okay, what is the already you can get it.
It's a plot IDs, not ID.
Uh,
That bar we given only ID, right? Okay,
Okay,
top
say
ID.
this ID is like some different value. Object ID and flows the unsupported operand object ID. Okay, it is like the value is like not supporting. Okay, so can we do one thing? Mm, these are the values, right? Okay, for example, furnishing status ID only can take it. What is that? You can get like IDs, DF2 of IDs. Okay. So the IDs, how it looks like, can you check? So it looks like, yeah, this format, this is wrong format, right? That is not the correct format or so simply can I do one thing? Okay, here plot one, plot two, plot three, plot four, and plot five. If I write like this, then the time it's supposed to be plot or not. Sorry. Okay, this is like plot one price is this one, plot two price is this one, plot five price is this one. Like this, it's going to plot off. And this one and this one, okay, these three are like equal. So this is like correct only, right? This is the price. First one price is like a little bit big one, right? Okay, and this one is like a low one. it is like accepted or not, working as expected or not. Yes or no? So if you want to plot the bar graph in the type in x coordinate, what you want, y coordinate, the values, x coordinate, it's represent which value. Okay, plot one represents this value, plot two represents this value, like that. Understood? By using matplot library, you can visualize based on your requirement. Okay, so I'll share you this video. Okay, just you can go through. You can go to ChatGPT or some other place. Just okay, check for pandas how it is going to work for data analyzing. Okay, how it is going to help to us. Just you can check it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
any other questions? Anyone have any questions?
Sir, when I connect with AWS with Workbench, it is always shows errors kind of thing.
Okay, can we check now?
Yes, sir. Shall I share this?
Yeah, let me stop recording. Okay. 1 second.